I would like to introduce herself. He's Mr. Raj Lama. He's the General Secretary of Sikkim Hotel and Restaurant Association. She's Mrs. Shraddha Sharma. She is the Vice President of Sikkim Hotel and Restaurant Association. And myself, I'm Roshan Rajrasta. I'm the President of the Sikkim Hotel and Restaurant Association. So you see, today we had a meeting with the committee members of the Economic Revival Committee, which was under the chairmanship of Mr. Sonam Venchumpa. So here we were told, we were called to give basically a suggestion and feedbacks as to what are the problems that is ailing the industry. Corona industry, what are the sufferings we are having and how to overcome it. What do we expect as a relief measure? So when we talk about the relief measure, what are the problems ailing us? Ailing means the entire hospitality industry is shut down. The restaurants are closed. Only takeaways are happening. Only home deliveries are happening. Hotels are still closed. And when the hotels are closed, you see, you have to understand the major market for Sikkim tourism, the people, where domestic tourists are coming from Maharashtra, Gujarat, Delhi and Chennai. And all these are the major hotspots in the country today. So, and even Bengal. When they come, they have to pass through Bengal. So that has really affected our Sikkim tourism. So what are the, and this is, this closure. Now if you look, Goa is trying to open up, Kerala is trying to open up, but Sikkim, we cannot take the risk. You see, the public health is more important to us than even our own profitability here. So when we cannot open up till October, we also are very scary about the situation that there are a lot of hotels and that are going to close. Now today, if you walk in MG Marg, you will find a lot of posters saying restaurant for sale. A lot of distress sale has already started happening. So to overcome this, we have asked the Economic Committee to recommend to the disaster management committees to implement the standard operating procedures and to allow the restaurants to open up at the earliest with social distancing being maintained. Right? Because if you talk about only home delivery, today there are only 3 home delivery companies who work. That is the Domino's, one is called Cheeto, one is called Mito, and they approximately have 55 bikes. Now when you have so many restaurants being open from 8 o'clock till 8 o'clock in the evening, only 55 bikes, and only operating between Rangpo and Ganto, and you're leaving out major markets like Jorthang, Singtam, Gazing, where there are also other restaurants. There are restaurants in the villages even which is closed. Local people are employed there, right? So we need to revive the sector. So what we can do earliest, we'll do. We have recommended to do it at the earliest. Now regarding the hospitality industry, we said, like if it is a matter of public safety, we are still willing to wait. We have suffered losses here. We'll still we'll have to continue with the losses, but we also seek some measures from the government. Government says, what measures do we seek? We are seeking a moratorium on the interest rates, right? Whatever the loans we are taking to lessen the interest rate, to defer the interest payments for a year. Then we are also asking them to make capital, working capital available to us as soft loans, so that at least we are able to pay our salaries. We have additional cost, whatever it is to do that, to bear with it. In the meantime, there are also people who are still constructing. Now they cannot stop the construction because the banks have given them a limited time to complete the project, a certain deadline. When they delay that and raw materials will begin to suck, so the cost overruns can happen, project's cost shoots up, right? So to meet with those, we have also recommended them to the Economic Committee is that, you see, when we bring goods from Siliguri, we have to pay something called the S&T supervision fee at the Rangpo checkpost to reduce the rate of it. Right, to reduce the rate of the S&T supervision fees so that landed cost of the goods becomes cheaper, we are able to build. Arkokura, what we have suggested to them is that many of the hotels here, 95% of the hotels in Sikkim are leased out and none of them are registered. Very few are registered with the GST. But they want to register. The problem is something else with the Land Revenue Department rules, sir. The number of years, if you're taking a property for 10 years, you have to pay 10% of all that accumulated total sum of the 10 years lease value. You have to pay 10% immediately. Yeah. We are asking them to revise this and make it an annual affair so that everybody pays it. And once they pay the land revenue, means they also pay the taxes. And when the taxes thing is paid, then after the tourist starts coming, they will also increase the rates So when they increase the rates, then a real scenario, economic revival can happen. Otherwise, afterwards we'll have the tourists coming in, but the people are still lowering the rates, means everybody suffers.
So how much hotel and restaurant in Sikkim now?
See, if you look at the industry figures that we have, we say 1100 hotels are there. Hotels, resorts and lodges and all. If you go to the tourism department, you will find one figure. If you go to the taxation department, GST, you'll find some other figures. Now, why does these figures vary? Okay. It is because majority of them have actually, majority of the lease owners out here, they have exploited the state. They have not come here to say, we are here for a long-term business, 10 years someone will do business and then we'll also contribute to the taxes. They want to do a long-term business, but they have come here because they see that Sikkim is one of the easiest states to do business. Majority of them don't even have a trade license. Garmaliko Namma, they take a license, they use the bank account of the house owner, they don't pay the taxes, and when they run away, the house owner is caught. So, when they are not registered properly, that is why you will find figures of the number of hotels keeps varying from one property to the other. You go to the tourism department, they'll tell you something else. The other department tells you something else. And even the department officials are trying. You see, tourism department ले पनि बिचारा उहाँले पनि पुरा कोशिश गर्छ. GST को मान्छेले पनि कोशिश गर्छ कि जति भए सक्दो rules मा formulate गरेर ल्याउँ भने. But when they go, the problem is lease वालाले चाहिँ घर मालिकलाई पहिल्यै सिकाएको हुन्छ, कोही आयो भने चाहिँ तपाईले चलाएको भन्नु भन्छ. These are the problems.
Already दार्जिलिङले है
त्यसले असर पर्छ. म तपाईलाई भन्छु हेर्नुस् ल. जब टुरिस्टहरु सिक्किममा आउँछ नि, एउटा सर्किट सेलिङ हुन्छ. आज सिक्किममा कोही पनि मान्छे यत्रो लारो अब मान्नुस् कि टाढो जग्गाबाट घुम्नु आयो भने खाली गान्तोक 3 दिन 2 दिन पेलिङ या 2 दिन लाचुङ मात्र घुमेर जान्दैन. कुनै पनि मान्छे अलिक टाढो जग्गा भने उले चाहन्छ कि दार्जिलिङमा पनि घुमेर नै जाउँ भनेर. तर अब यसले चाहिँ के हुन्छ, गान्तोकमा चाहिँ हाम्रोमा 1000 वटा होटल छ अरे. त दार्जिलिङमा चाहिँ खाली 400 वटा होटल मात्रै छ अरे. अब 350 बन भने 400 होटल मात्रै छ अरे. त गान्तोकमा उले एकोमोडेसन पाएपछि जब उले फर्केर जाँदा दार्जिलिङमा पाएन भने उले यो एरिया नै ड्रप गर्छ. यो एरिया ड्रप गरेर त्यहाँदेखि उहाँ अर्को डेस्टिनेसनमा जान्छ जहाँ चाहिँ उले त्यही भ्याल्युमा अझ 3-4 वटा डेस्टिनेसन पनि हेर्न सकोस्. सो व्हाट ह्यापन्स इज दार्जिलिङमा पनि यसरी होटलहरु बन्द गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो भ्याल्यु एड अन जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ नि इन्भेन्ट्रीमा त्यसलाई कमी पर्छ. बिकज वी सेल एज अ सर्किट, वी डोन्ट सेल ओन्ली सिक्किम. मतलब टुरिस्ट सिक्किममा आउँदाखेरि खाली गान्तोक पेलिङ र मात्र भनेर आउँदा दार्जिलिङ पनि जान्छ, कालिम्पोङ पनि जान्छ. सो क्लोजर of any hotels there will affect the business here.
सिक्किममा पनि त्यस्तो सिचुएसन आउँदैछ कि जुन दार्जिलिङमा जुन सिचुएसन उनीहरु डिसिसन लिए त्यस्तो सिक्किममा त्यस्तो
खास चाहिँ कुरा के छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईको हाम्रो सिक्किममा भन्नाले पनि गान्तोकमा चाहिँ धेरैवटा अनरेगुलेटेड होटल्सहरु छ, लजेसहरु छ है. आजको दिनमा तपाईले एउटा कुरा बुझ्नुपर्छ, हामीले बारम्बार भन्दैछौँ कतिवटा लजेसहरु त यस्तो जग्गामा छ जहाँ चाहिँ मान्छेले लजै बनाउन नसक्ने जग्गा खास हो. अब बस्तीबाट मान्छेहरु हेर्नुस् है, रुरल एरियादेखि पनि कोही त एम्प्लोइजहरु गान्तोकमै काम गर्न आएको हुन्छ. उहाँको मूल घर त त्यहाँ छ, गान्तोकमा किरायमा लिएर बस्नु परेको हुन्छ. अब उहाँले पनि एउटा लिमिटेड स्यालेरी कमाउँछ. तर उहाँको चाहिँ आज महँगाई कसरी बढ्यो भन्दाखेरि घर किराय पुरा महँगो भयो. किनभने भएको मान्छेले सबै त लजमा कन्भर्ट गरेपछि नम्बर अफ फ्ल्याट्स बिङ अफर्ड एज रेन्टल इज भेरी लिमिटेड, सो प्राइसेस सुट्स अप. तर डिपार्टमेन्टले साँच्चै नै गान्तोकमा आज यति थुप्रो लजेसको जरुरत छैन. तर रेगुलेट गरे नचाहिँदो जग्गामा जहाँ मन परि बिना लाइसेन्सको लजहरु अपरेट गरिरहेको छ या बोर्ड लगाएर त्यो प्रपर रेजिस्ट्रेसन बिना हटायो भने चाहिँ मान्छेले हाउस रेन्ट पनि पाउँछ, कलेज पढ्नु आएको नानीले पनि एउटा हस्टेल पनि पाउँछ हो. सो साँच्चै नै हेर्यो भने चाहिँ गान्तोकमा चाहिँ अनरेगुलेटेड ग्रोथ छ एन्ड लट अफ देम आर इलिगल. अस्ति भर्खर मैले तपाईलाई भने नि हाम्रोमा डकुमेन्ट्सहरु छ जो हामीले बादमा डिपार्टमेन्टलाई पनि सबमिट गर्छौँ. वेयर देयर आर मोर देन 280 पिपल, 180 ले त साइन गरेको छ, देयर आर 300 पिपल. आउट अफ देम सम अफ देम आर जेन्युइन. तर त्यो 300 मा नोबडी हेज अ टुरिज्म लाइसेन्स. तर अहिले दुःख परेको बेलामा उनीहरूको घर मालिकलाई उनीहरूले लिजको पैसा दियो, पैसा अड्केपछि चाहिँ भन्दैछ सरकारले हामीलाई त्यो लिज तिर्दियोस् या हामीलाई फर्काइदियोस् भन्ने हो. तर यत्रो वर्षसम्म के गरिरहेको थियो त? यत्रो वर्षसम्म त उनीहरूले ट्याक्स लुकाएर खाइरहेको थियो, चोरी गर्दै थियो. अन्त घर मालिकलाई अगाडि राखेर मालिक चाहिँ तपाईँ भन्नु लगाइरहेको थियो हो. सो दिज अनरेगुलेटेड स्टफ जो हामीले बन्द गर्नुपर्छ।
यो लकडाउन पिरियडमा कति करोड जतिको तपाईँको होटल एन्ड रेस्टुरेन्टमा लस भयो जस्तो लाग्छ?
त्यसको लागि अस्ति नै हामीले पनि तपाईँहरूलाई एउटा प्रेस कन्फरेन्स गर्दा भनेको थियौँ। अहिले हेर्नुहोस् खालि अप्रिल मे एन्ड जुनमा मात्रै होटल र रेस्टुरेन्टलाई मात्रै लगभग 650 करोड लस भएको छ है। अब त्यतिको तर तपाईँले इकोनोमीमा कन्भर्ट गर्नुभयो भने हाम्रो सिक्किममा एनुअली 10 देखि 15 लाखको टुरिस्ट आउँछ अरे मान्नुहोस्, र मेजोरिटी अफ द 50% जस्तो त तपाईँको अप्रिल मे जुनमा आउँछ। अब यदि अप्रिल मे जुनमा 7.5 लाख जस्तो टुरिस्ट आउँछ भने है, एउटा टुरिस्टले 3 दिन त गान्तोकमा बस्छ, 2 दिन पेलिङमा बस्ला, एभरेजमा पनि एउटा टुरिस्टले 15,000 रुपियाँ पनि खर्च गरे अरे सिक्किमभित्रमा भन्यो भने 7.5 लाखले इन्टु 15,000 गर्नुहोस् हिसाब हो, तपाईँले भेटिहाल्नुहुन्छ कति करोडमा निक्लिन्छ भने।